Consumer discretionary sector, one of the laggards in the S&P today, down about 0.75%. The group plunging 31% this year on slowing consumer demand and a growing inventory glut. Now there's a fear that earnings season could fuel even more trouble for the sector. Let's bring in one of retail's most well-known CEOs, Mickey Drexler. Mickey, of course, ran Gap and J. Crew. He's now the CEO of apparel company Alex Mill. Mickey, great to see you. It's been a while.
Thank you, Melissa. Nice to see you.
So you say there's no reason to be bullish retail these days. That sounds horrible coming from somebody who is in the industry right now. Why?
Well, and these are my opinions. The environment's incredibly difficult. And what you see, and I hear that, anecdotally, and we're feeling it a bit over the last week or two, what you're seeing out there is enormous discounts on merchandise, because there's inventory gluts, again, from what I hear, and I speak to a lot of people, and I like to study the industry, but I think I'd be concerned. We're very concerned. We have a tiny little business right now that we're very excited about, and it's growing well. But, big sales, big discounts, and, today is Amazon Prime Day and Target Dollar Day, and it just reminds people, I think, of the fact that there's a lot on sale. You can buy a lot on sale. And I think it's been a factor over the last few years. It's an issue about why pay full price if I can get it on sale. That plus inflation, which we know about. So we're being very defensive about business. And I think right now, I think it's the right thing to do.
Mickey, it's Karen Feinerman. Thanks so much for being on. Love hearing your thoughts because you're such been around the industry a long time and know many cycles. Yeah, many cycles you've seen. But when you think about this one and you think about other cycles that you've been through, how long does it take, do you think, for this to shake out, for the inventory issues to recede and to get back to a more normalized, less promotions and more confidence that the consumer will be there?
Well, I don't really have a crystal ball on that. My opinion is worth whatever anyone's opinion is. I think the environment in America and the world is as tough as I've seen it. And I'm not an economist. I'm not an analyst. But what's in the air is very difficult. The pricing is very difficult. The freight, the increase in fabrics. I look at a lot of retail prices and I'm stunned. And there's really no accident today about, no surprise, about the huge discounts you're seeing, up to 70% here, there, and everywhere, because I think a lot of people got bullish. I also think post-pandemic, it's been very hard to figure out where to invest your dollars. And I also think the assortments, I always say this, you go into a store today, you go online, there's 50 more items or styles than you need. And we're trying right now, if you look in the back of me, that's our fall men's collection. It's hard to shop, but if, go online in the fall. But we've cut back our style counts dramatically. Why? Because the winners win, and then the stragglers cost you plenty of money. And you can't bet every horse in a race. So I don't know when it's going to end. I'm very concerned about everything I see and feel. I'm also thinking that the products out there, that's what drives retail business, in the fashion business anyway, or in the apparel business. Products are number one, king and queen. And that takes merchandisers and designers to create that. I don't see a big emphasis on product, my personal opinion. If you go out there, it's hard to shop. Product's not great in a way. And I think the industry has a lot of senior executives who perhaps don't have the experience. I've been doing this for 110 years, and you get smarter every year. And so I think that's a big factor. You can't discount product. You go to a restaurant, you want good food from a good chef. And we all, in a sense, play the same role. So I feel there's a lot more emphasis on, more of the marketing of social media, which is fine. It's critically important. But start with good product. And that's always the most important thing. I think a lot of people forget that.
For a lot of years, Mickey, people have been saying that, certain stores are going to go out of business. There's no room in this environment. Is this going to be the environment that actually shakes out and weeds out some of the weaker players? And I guess I'm also thinking specifically of a company that you used to run, The Gap. The CEO just stepped down. Is there room in this sort of environment for a company like The Gap?
Well, there's room for any company that does it well, that excites the customer, that's innovative, creative, and has great goods. Now, it's not easy in any business. Gap is not immune to the environment that we're in today, but it's always about leadership. It's always about intuition with a merchant, designer, and operating partners and marketing. So, I always respected them. I'm friendly with their executive chairman, who's a terrifically wonderful and talented guy, Bobby Martin. And he's got a big challenge ahead. So turning it around, first of all, big is, to me, not great because it gets so bureaucratic, big corporations. I always try to keep the jobs I've had small and intimate and micromanaging, and now I'm in a very small company. But, I don't know. I can't answer what they can do. It can be done, but all the big specialty companies, the big ones, are all not immune to what's going on. But I always get back. I'm a one-track mind. Have the right goods, invest in the right way, and you'll win. So I think they're up for a big challenge, as are many other companies.
Mickey, it's always great to get your take. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Nice to... Thanks a lot, Melissa. Take care.
Mickey Drexler of now Alex Mill. Some of those styles look like they'd be good on Tim Seymour. But Tim, in terms of retail, how do you start thinking about, if there's going to be some sort of shakeout? Maybe some won't weather this inventory glut supply chain issue period as well as others.
Those are some good-looking fashions behind Mickey. So anytime he wants to outfit me, well, I'm ready to roll. I think you have a dynamic where the inventory trends are well documented. I think some of the issues on logistics and ERP and things that are pushing a lot of these margins lower are things that are also priced in. But I think the consumer and where they are saturated at this point is something we haven't really priced in. But some of these trends that we're talking about and Mickey referenced, I think are particularly difficult for department stores. So as much as I've been bullish on a turnaround at Macy's, it's hard for me to see how that environment gets better for them. The good news for retail right now is the king and the queen, to use his terms, are probably Nike and Lululemon. And we've gotten recent data points and earnings from them. We got fiscal 4Q from Nike. They talked a bit about China and some of those dynamics, but it was a neutral guide, which I think is a victory. So there are folks that are navigating. And again, the folks that have the ability to go DTC as well as have a retail presence are the ones that are in a better position here. But it's a tough place. I think a lot of pull forward has gone through, especially in retail, and that discounting that we're all accustomed to, we're probably getting more of now because of those inventory levels.
So just to have Mickey Drexler on, I mean, for some of our viewers don't know, I mean, The Gap, he created this gigantic thing out of nothing, and then J. Crew, that catalog business, I mean, just revolutionary, evolutionary. But so to me, it's, there's a shakeout coming, like he said, and that's, you got to look at balance sheets. So a Bed Bath & Beyond, for example, not so good balance sheet. That's where you got to look to see who survives first. That's the first thing to look at.